Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. I welcome you all to the 5 MCQ series on finance. Today we'll be discussing top 5 MCQs on equity. Please remember that this is a very important chapter because we have seen 2 to 3 questions every year from this chapter. So before moving ahead, we at EduTap have a very good news for each of you. We as an aspirant spend so much time to find the pattern of the exam, whether the profile would suit me or not, the cutoffs which are prevailing, the various resources which I need to follow if I want to crack the given exam. Not just that, we also want to know the salary which we would be drawing, the perks we would be receiving. But this consumes a lot of time. But we at EduTap have bought a comprehensive guidebook for RBI Grade B and SEBI Grade A, which would give you all the detailed informations which you as an aspirant need to read, and this is sufficient to begin your preparation. Likewise, we have also bought you a comprehensive guidebook of SEBI Grade A, and this guidebook is a must. It would give you all the information, and this is absolutely free of cost, and it would save a hell amount of time. I would ask each of you to download this from the description link given below. If you are new to our YouTube channel, do press the bell icon for more updates and join our Telegram channel to receive the PDFs of the session. And if you have any doubts, you can call us on the given number. Now, before beginning the session, yesterday we discussed MCQs on options, and I had given you a homework question which asked the advantages of options over futures. Now, the right answer to the question is option D, and I'll let you know tomorrow who all answered the question correctly. Now, let's begin the session on equity today. The first question says that ABC Limited is already listed on the stock exchange. The company's promoters want to reduce their holdings in the listed company in a transparent way to the public. Such kind of offer is known as what? Is it IPO? Is it FPO? Is it buyback offer? Or is it an offer for sale? Or it is none of the above? The correct answer to the question is option D, offer for sale. Now let us understand each of the following terms in depth. Okay. What is an IPO? IPO stands for initial public offer. Okay. When a company makes a debut on the stock exchange for the very first time, मतलब इसके पहले company was not a public company, it was a private company. ठीक है. Let's say there is a XYZ company which was earlier held only by the promoters of the company. Now, if they want to become private, they need to list on the stock exchange, and when they do so for the first time, then the process is known as IPO. They raise money for various reasons, and ये पैसा कैसे मिल रहा है उनको? They list into the stock exchange, give you the equity shares, and in return get the fund. So those kind of fundraising is known as initial public offer. Okay. Now, what is an offer for sale? Now, see, remember that when the company gets listed in the stock exchange. Okay, chalo, before understanding offer for sale, we'll understand what is a FPO, follow on public offer. See, follow on public offer is an offer when the company makes to the people, and this company is already listed in the stock exchange. ठीक है, मतलब इसकी IPO प्रोसेस के थ्रू लिस्टिंग हो गई थी. ठीक है, and it is already present or it is already trading in the stock exchange, and if it again wants to raise funds, it goes for FPO, which is further public offer. ठीक है. Now, what is the difference between the IPO and FPO? See, IPO matlab the company goes public for the first time, and after getting listed, agar it wants to raise fund further in the secondary market, it can go for FPOs. ठीक है. Now that you know what is an FPO and an IPO, let us understand व्हाट इज ऑफर फॉर सेल, ठीक है, OFS भी कहते हैं शॉर्ट फॉर्म में इसको। सी, इन ऑफर फॉर सेल व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि एक कंपनी में प्रमोटर की अपनी तो होल्डिंग होती है, and if that promoter wants to dilute his stake. What is the meaning of dilution? It means if he wants to reduce his stake, what he does is he has to sell his share. Common सा बात है, मेरे को अपना stake कम करना है, I'll be selling the shares. So when the promoter of the company sells the shares on the exchange platform, कहाँ पे exchange क्या हो गया, secondary market में, when the promoter wants to sell it, that process is known as an offer for sale. Now, who all can participate in the offer for sale? It can be anyone. It can be retail investors, it can be companies, FIIs or qualified institutional buyers. कोई भी promoters से उनकी stake को खरीद सकता है in secondary market, ठीक है. The last option is known as the buyback option. Now, what is a buyback? Basically, buyback में होता क्या है ना कि company buys back the share from the common people at a price which is higher. Keep this in mind that at a price which is higher than the prevailing market price. ठीक है? Greater than the market price. ठीक है? This is what it says, the process by which the company buybacks its share from the existing shareholders. क्या? At a price higher than the market price. ऐसा क्यों करती है कंपनी? Always keep in mind, buyback company is, there are many reasons for doing so, but let's say you keep in mind, let's say the share is undervalued, ठीक है, अंडरवैल्यूड है, अगर उस कंपनी की शेयर अंडरवैल्यूड है, उस केस में द कंपनी कैन गो फॉर बाईबैक, ठीक है. और जब कंपनी बाईबैक कर लेती है तो क्या होता है, नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स विच आर आउटस्टैंडिंग इन द मार्केट रिड्यूसेस, ठीक है. दिस इज व्हाट इट सेज. नाउ ये एक ऐसा ऑप्शन है ना, दिस ऑल्सो नॉट जस्ट हेल्प्स द कंपनी टू इंक्रीज इट्स वैल्यूएशन, let's say, but it also helps the shareholders. let's say आपको exit करना है शेयर से, आपको इसमें future growth नहीं दिख रहा और उस टाइम पे the company goes for buyback offer, you can sell it back to the company. I hope this is clear. Now moving to question 2, it says that an invitation to the existing shareholders to purchase additional shares of the company within a specific period of time at a discount price is known as dash. Is it bonus issue? Is it rights issue? Is it split issue? Is it buyback issue? Or is it a dividend? The correct answer to the question is rights issue. Read the statement very carefully. यहाँ पे कंपनी किसको इन्विटेशन दे रही है? Existing shareholders, which means those people who already own the shares of the company, है ना? क्या करने के लिए? टू परचेज एडिशनल शेयर्स. लेकिन क्या ये हमेशा कर सकती है? नहीं. फॉर अ स्पेसिफिक पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. एट व्हाट प्राइस? एट अ डिस्काउंटेड प्राइस, ठीक है. अगर हम कहें कि आप मेरे से ज्यादा भाव में खरीदो, मार्केट प्राइस से ज्यादा कॉस्ट पे आप खरीदो, तो विल यू बाय? नो. तो एट अ प्राइस विच इज लेस देन द मार्केट प्राइस. दिस प्रोसेस इज नोन एज अ राइट इशू. राइट्स इशू में क्या है ना, द शेयर होल्डर, it doesn't mean that if the company makes the right issue he has to buy the shares. No, he can let the let his rights go and it would expire as it is. समझ रहे हो? What is a bonus issue? See, there are cases when the company is not able to give dividend to the शेयर होल्डर्स. उस केस में कंपनी क्या करती है? शेयर होल्डर्स को बोनस शेयर देती है, ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट इज स्प्लिट इशू? स्प्लिट इशू इज नथिंग बट व्हेन द फेस वैल्यू ऑफ द स्टॉक रिड्यूसेस, ठीक है. स्टॉक की फेस वैल्यू रिड्यूस हो जाती है, लेकिन द नंबर ऑफ आउटस्टैंडिंग शेयर्स, ठीक है, जो नंबर ऑफ आउटस्टैंडिंग शेयर्स है इन द मार्केट वो इंक्रीज हो जाती है. इन दैट केस दैट इशू इज नोन एज अ split issue. And now what is a buyback offer? As we read before, buyback offer में कंपनी क्या करती है कि शेयर्स खरीद लेती है शेयर होल्डर से एट अ प्राइस विच इज ग्रेटर देन द मार्केट प्राइस. एंड व्हाट इज अ डिविडेंड? डिविडेंड क्या है? सिंपली कंपनी जो भी प्रॉफिट कमा रही है उसका कुछ शेयर रेगुलरली अपने इन्वेस्टर्स को देती है. दैट इज नोन एज डिविडेंड. ओके, नाउ let us move to the next question. The question says that a company has issued 100 shares to the public. A split of 5:1 will result in how many total shares after the split? So which means the question simply says the number of shares which are outstanding in the market is 100. ठीक है? And company announce करती है a stock split of 5:1. इसका सिंपल सा मतलब ये है ना कि अगर एक शेयर होल्डर के पास, इफ अ सिंगल शेयर होल्डर हैज 1 शेयर, देन हिज स्टॉक वुड बी स्प्लिट इनटू 5 शेयर्स. ठीक है, स्प्लिट का मतलब क्या है? तोड़ना. अभी पढ़ा था स्प्लिट में क्या होता है कि फेस वैल्यू रिड्यूस हो जाती है लेकिन द टोटल नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स आउटस्टैंडिंग क्या हो जाता है? इंक्रीज हो जाती है. ठीक है, अब क्या है कि which means that after the split, since there are 100 shares outstanding, तो हर शेयर पे 5 स्टॉक स्प्लिट हो रहे हैं. तो in 100 how much will the stock be split into? 100 into 5, which turns out to be 500. So the correct answer to the question is option A. Now see, we'll calculate this using a very simple formula, that the number of shares which are held by the investor multiplied by the number of shares issued for each existing share. ठीक है, तो existing shares as I said you 100 थे और कितना split हो रहा था? 5. तो it becomes 500. ठीक है, सिंपल मतलब है ना कि अगर मेरे पास एक स्टॉक है तो मेरे को एडिशनली 5 स्टॉक्स एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा. ठीक है, let's move ahead. The question says that NSCCL was the first clearing corporation to be introduced in India. This is a factual question. ठीक है, कुछ application नहीं है, tests your memory. And it is also the first one to introduce settlement guarantee. What is the full form of NSCCL? NSCCL किसकी क्लियरिंग हाउस है? सबसे पहले तो NSC की, याद रखना. और ये क्या करती है? क्लियर करती है. और इनके पास कितने क्लियरिंग बैंक्स हैं? 15 बैंक्स हैं जो इस प्रोसेस को कैरी आउट करते हैं. तो व्हाट इज द फुल फॉर्म? द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी. इट इज नेशनल सिक्योरिटीज क्लियरिंग कॉर्पोरेशन लिमिटेड. ठीक है, नाउ दिस इज व्हाट इट इज रिटन हियर. वो क्लियरिंग एंड सेटलमेंट एक्टिविटी को कैरी करती है. एंड इट वाज द फर्स्ट, you need to keep in mind that it was the first clearing corporation to be introduced in India and also the first to introduce settlement guarantee. ठीक है, very simple. Let's move to the last question. It says that a preliminary prospectus where the exact details of the shares, like the number of shares, the price of the share and the price of the shares are not known, is known as what? Is it golden parachute? Is it red herring prospectus? Is it blue sky? Or it is a green shoe option? Or it is a future contract? Now the correct answer to the question is option B. It is red herring prospectus. ठीक है, red herring prospectus क्या होते हैं? See, whenever a company wants to issue money, it has to fill this prospectus red, which is known as red herring prospectus with SEBI. Why the name red herring? Because इस prospectus में bold letters में, ठीक है, bold letter में किसमें? red color पे, red color से लिखा होता है कि इसमें exact details नहीं दिए about the number of shares etc. या price of the share. बट इसको इशू करके क्या होता है कि इन्वेस्टर को हेल्प मिलती है कि हाउ इज, सबसे पहले तो हाउ इज द इशूअर गोइंग टू यूज दिस मनी, मतलब इस पैसे को रेज करने का उसका रीजन क्या है, कंपनी की फिनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी सिचुएशन, ये सब इंफॉर्मेशन पता चलती है. जस्ट बिकॉज द statement written is bold in letter and is written in red color, it is known as red herring prospectus. Now what is a golden parachute? See, golden parachute exists in case of a mergers and acquisition के case में exist होती है. See, whenever a company merges या acquires another company, there are chances कि वहां पे लोगों को, जो हायर मैनेजमेंट से जिन लोगों को हटाती है उनको कंपनसेशन देना पड़ता है. लेट्स से करंट एग्जांपल, ट्विटर में से अभी एलॉन मस्क ट्विटर खरीदा, he had removed a lot of top people, so he had to pay compensation to these people. ठीक है, तो ये compensation which these people receive is known as golden parachute. ठीक है. What is a blue sky? See, blue sky we refer blue skies to those stocks, ठीक है, जिसका कोई डेटा का श्योरिटी नहीं है. ठीक है. एंड those stocks which are unaudited, ठीक है, इनकी वैल्यूएशन सही है या नहीं पता, वैसे स्टॉक्स एग्जिस्ट करते हैं बहुत सारे. एंड व्हेन दीज टाइप्स ऑफ स्टॉक्स ब्रेक देयर प्रीवियस हाई, ठीक है, मतलब प्रीवियसली एक ये हाई पे गए होंगे मार्केट पे, अगर इस हाई प्राइस से ऊपर ये जाते हैं, वैसे स्टॉक्स को हम ब्लू स्काई स्टॉक्स कहते हैं. मतलब दे हैड प्रीवियसली अटेन्ड सर्टेन हाई, मतलब एक दिन में, एक ट्रेडिंग डे में इतने हाई गए, और उस हाई से ऊपर अगर वो जाते हैं तो वैसे स्टॉक्स को, वैसे केस में उन स्टॉक्स की सिचुएशन को ब्लू स्काई कहते हैं. नाउ व्हाट इज अ ग्रीन शू? नाउ लेट्स से व्हेन द अंडरराइटर हैज इशूड सर्टेन नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स इन द मार्केट एंड आफ्टर जब वो प्रोसेस खुल जाती है आईपीओ की, तो इन दैट केस लेट्स से इफ द डिमांड ऑफ द स्टॉक, ठीक है, स्टॉक की डिमांड अगर इंक्रीज हो गई, तो ये ग्रीन शू ऑप्शन क्या करती है, इट अलाउज द अंडरराइटर टू इशू मोर नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स दैट मोर देन द वंस विच ही हैड स्टेटेड. ठीक है, और दिस इज डन ऑन सर्टेन परसेंटेज अबव द प्रीवियस स्टेटेड वैल्यू. समझ आ रहा है ग्रीन शू क्या होता है? लास्ट इज अ फ्यूचर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. फ्यूचर क्या है? एक डेरिवेटिव है. What is a future contract? It is an exchange traded contract between a buyer and the seller, wherein they are obliged to carry out the contract on the date of expiry. I hope you understood what all these terms are. Now, I have a homework question for you today. You need to tell me the answer in the description, in the comment section, and I'll let you know who all answered it right. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the session, and if you have any doubts, do contact us in the given number. Join our Telegram channel to receive the PDFs of the same. Thank you.